Good morning to everyone. This is the sum we will be doing today in front of your screens. Ram and Kirti were in partnership in a retail business, sharing profits in a proportion of 3:2. So initially, there were two partners, Ram and Kirti, and their profit sharing ratio also is given 3:2. As from 1st January 2013, they admitted Vikram into partnership, giving him 1/5 of the profits. So this is a sum of admission in the beginning of the year. See, the year end is 31st December 2013 and admission has taken place on 1st Jan 2013. And who is the new partner? He is Vikram, who is admitted into partnership, giving him 1/5 of the profits. So Vikram will be given 1/5 of the future profits. Then now, after admission, there will be three partners, Ram, Kirti and Vikram. Vikram brought in rupees 20,000 in cash, of which rupees 6,000 were considered as being in payment for his share of goodwill and remainder as his capital. So Vikram, when he entered this business, when he entered this partnership business, he brought with him rupees 20,000 in cash. Now, why is this money given to in the business? 6,000 is for the share of goodwill, for the payment for his share of goodwill, and the remaining is his capital. So 20,000 minus 6,000, 14,000 is for his capital. Now, why is he giving cash for goodwill? Because he is entering as a new partner into an existing business. Vikram is entering into the business as a new partner, and this business is an existing business which Ram and Kirti were running before Vikram entering into the business. So they must have created one reputation in the market. So this 6,000 is a payment for that goodwill what they have created. So that entry I will be showing you, and that effect, how to pass the effect of that entry, I will show you in the later part of the lecture. So now let us discuss the trial balance which dates as on 31st December 2013. So in this trial balance, first we have purchase and sales. First we have purchase and sale. So purchase. Now one more thing, as we all should know, debit side of trial balance means represents asset or expense. Credit side means liability or income. Now purchase is a expense, sale is a income. So debit amount is purchase, credit amount is sales, because debit side में expense होता है trial balance का, credit side में income. Then we have returns. Returns will be there in the opposite side. So purchase is in the debit, purchase return will be in the credit, sales is in the credit, sales return will be in the debit, because we less it. Purchase return को purchase में से less करते, so purchase is in the debit, less करते वक्त opposite sign, so purchase return is in the credit. In same way, sales is in the credit and we less returns from sales, so that returns will be in the debit. Now, customers and creditors. Customers means debtors, creditors. Creditors means our suppliers. So for customer is a asset, so debit side. Creditor is a liability, so credit side. Same way, bill receivable is a asset, so debit side amount. Bills payable is a liability, so credit side amount. Carriage inward, it's a transportation expense related to purchase of goods, so that comes in the trading account. Direct expense. Carriage outward, expenses related to transportation of sale of goods, so that will come in the indirect expense P&L account. Stock 1/1/2013 means it's with stock. Which is this stock? It is dated 1/1/2013, mean this is opening stock. Then we have reserve for doubtful debts. This is provision for doubtful debts. This is this we will do while doing the debtor adjustment, or this is the provision what we have kept for doubtful debt. This is the money which we have kept aside for the doubtful debts, reserve for doubtful debts, or provision for reserve of doubtful debts. Outstanding carriage inward. See, outstanding, when it comes in the adjustment, it has two effects. But when outstanding comes in the trial balance have only one effect other than the hidden adjustments. See, the ट्रायल बैलेंस में जो होता है उसका हम पोस्टिंग करते हैं अदर देन द हिडन एडजस्टमेंट्स व्हिच विल हैव मिनिमम टू इफेक्ट. But this outstanding carriage inward, you can see where is the amount. Outstanding carriage inward is in the credit side. Outstanding carriage inward cannot be income, so this is a liability. Then we have bad debts. This is old bad debts. This we will do when we will be doing the adjustment of debtors. Salaries, expense, furniture, asset, shop, asset, postage and insurance, expense, trade expense is an expense. Then we have rent, rate and taxes, expense, loan to Vishnu. Date is given 1/8/2013. Now see the side, loan to Vishnu means business has given loan to Vishnu, and this loan is in the debit side. Debit side means it may be an asset or a expense, but loan means it is a loan given, means it is a asset. Loan given or advance given is a asset. Then we have prepaid insurance. Normally prepaid, when it comes in the adjustment, it has two effects. But here prepaid insurance is in the trial balance, and trial balance has only one effect. Posting has to be done. So this prepaid insurance will come directly in the asset side. Then we have rent accrued but not paid. This is again outstanding rent. Rent is outstanding but not paid. Accrued but not paid. This is again liability. Cash in hand. This will come in the asset. Then we have current account balances. We have current account balances. So here this will come in the partner's current account when current and capital both is given. When the capital, see, next is the capital account. Capital also is given, current account also is given, means it's fixed capital method. Capital will remain fixed and all the adjustments will be done in the partner's current account. All the adjustments will be done in the partner's current account and capital will remain fixed. So then we have Ram's capital, Kirti's capital, cash paid to Vikram 20,000, which has 6,000 as goodwill, 14,000 as capital. Then we have computer, which is an asset. Professional charges is an expense. Loan from ICICI. It's in the credit side. We have taken loan from ICICI Bank, which has to be repaid in the future. This is a liability. You are required to prepare the firm's trading P&L account for the year ended 31st December 2013, balance sheet as on the same date having regard to the following information. Stock at the end, this is closing stock. Depreciation, we have to mark furniture and computer. So computer is, we have to highlight. and furniture we will have to highlight because both of them have depreciation. Then 1/5 of the shop are to be written off. This is also like similar to depreciation. Return of shop has to be written off. That also we will mark. Then goods worth 800 have been destroyed by fire. So goods destroyed by fire 800, but insurance company has admitted the claim for rupees 600 only. So 800 में 600 का claim we receive from the insurance company. So how much is the actual loss? 800 goods destroyed by fire, 600 claim receivable from insurance company. So 200 is the actual loss by fire. So bill receivable include a dishonored bill for rupees 1100. So bill receivable has a dishonored bill. See, bill receivables are actually debtors which are given, which sign a document, and that they after signing the document, we understand that this money will be received at a specific date, at a specific due date. With due date आता है, दो चीज हो सकती है, या तो बिल से पैसा मिलेगा, that will be honoring of the bill, and another situation may be dishonoring of the bill, means the amount is not receivable on the amount is not received on the due date. If amount is not received, we will not forget that amount. This bill receivable are actually the debtors converted into bill receivable. Debtors, when they sign a document and they assure that that becomes a legal document, when they sign, then we are assured that we will be getting the money at a particular date. So when bill receivable is dishonored, it is converted into debtor. मतलब bill receivable dishonor हो गया तो हम वो पैसा भूल नहीं जाएंगे. Then that bill receivable is added into the debtor. So bill receivable dishonor हुआ तो हम bill receivable में से less करेंगे and debtor में add करेंगे. So they say bill receivable include a dishonored bill of 1100 of rupees 1000 due. This 1100 is of a customer who has to pay 1000 on account of sales, but he has become insolvent. The debtor has become insolvent, customer has become insolvent. So this 1100 due will not be receivable from him, that becomes dishonored. Some 1100 bill receivable में से minus करेंगे and debtor में add करेंगे. Debtor include rupees 300 for goods supplied to Kirti. Kirti is a partner and उसको goods supply किया तो वो drawing होता है, debtor नहीं. See, Kirti is not a customer of the business. So Kirti ने अगर 300 का goods लिया, then it cannot come under debtor. Kirti is a partner and not a debtor. So debtor में include हो गया वो कीर्ति को supply किया हुआ 300, but it should come as drawings. That कीर्ति ने जो 300 का गुड सप्लाई हुआ कीर्ति को, that should come as drawings and not be shown under debtors. Kirti is not a debtor, Kirti is a customer. Sorry, Kirti is not a debtor, Kirti is a partner. I'm sorry, Kirti is a partner. We know here Ram, Kirti and Vikram, 3 partners are there. So Kirti's name is the debtors include rupees 300 for goods supplied to Kirti. When goods is supplied to Kirti, it will come under drawing, not under debtor, because Kirti is a partner and not a customer. And an item of rupees 1000 due to a customer on account of sales who has become insolvency. This 1000 due to a customer on account of sale has become insolvent. This is coming twice because ये वो same person है जो insolvent हो गया. तो insolvent हो गया तो वो bad debts है, वो पैसा debtor में भी included रहेगा, वो भी नहीं मिलेगा. So what we will do, फर्स्ट एंट्री ये 1100 जो विच वॉज इंक्लूडेड इन द बिल रिसीवेबल वो हम कैंसल करेंगे बिल रिसीवेबल से एंड डेटर में ऐड करेंगे. नाउ दिस 1100 इज एडेड इनटू द डेटर. बट ये 1100 में वी नो दैट ये 1000 रुपीज जो है वो ये 1100 किसके लिए ड्यू है. इट इज दैट कस्टमर whom we had sold on credit and he has become insolvent. उससे 11,000 sorry उससे 1000 is due. So हम क्या करेंगे, हम 1000 माइनस करेंगे as bad debts, as new bad debts. And there then after deducting this, तो डेटर को भी हमें बिल रिसीवेबल को भी हमें मार्क करना पड़ेगा, because बिल रिसीवेबल में भी there is a adjustment and customer that is डेटर also there is a adjustment. And last one, डेटर में एक और एडजस्टमेंट है, that is RDD, reserve for doubtful debts, which is 5% on debtor. पहले 1100 we will add 1000 because debtor bill receivable cancel हो गया, debtor create हो गया, and 1000 is a customer who has become insolvent. ये पैसा नहीं मिलेगा, this we will minus, and then the amount जो बचता है उसमें we will take a 5% RDD and that also we will minus because ये पैसा भी नहीं मिलेगा. That is our that is the provision we are creating. So with this, we can start with the sum. So we can start with the posting. What accounts we have prepared? Trading P&L account, partners current account, and balance sheet. So let us start with the posting. सबसे पहले we have purchase and sale. 171,625 and 2,62,650. That has also returns. So what is the first thing which comes here? To opening stock amount I will write later on, but opening stock पहले आता है फिर purchase आता है. I think all of you know this. Purchases, and here it will come by sales. We are doing the posting now. So let us write the amount of purchases. It is 171,625 written in the inner column because there is returns. 2,62,000. Sales is the income, so we will check the credit side amount. We will write. Then after purchase, we have returns. ये जो है, this one will be purchase return and the credit में sale है तो debit में will be sales return. So let us write the returns less returns. So how much is the returns? 4125, which is in the credit side. And here 5250. So minus करके how much is coming? Give the amount, minus करके कितना आ रहा है? 1,67,500, and here it is coming 2,57,400. So this is done. Now let us see what else is given. Customers and debtors. Customers and debtors. Customer 4,200. Creditors. Customer and creditors. Creditors 25,525. So here customers. Here creditors. Asset and liability. Creditors don't have an adjustment, na? So we will directly write in the outer column 25,525, and this has 3 adjustments. कौन सा 3, एक तो बिल रिसीवेबल का, एक बैड डेट्स, बिल रिसीवेबल, डिसऑनर्ड, बैड डेट्स एंड आरडीडी। 3 एडजस्टमेंट्स ऑफ 1 एडजस्टमेंट के लिए 1 लाइन, 2 एडजस्टमेंट के लिए 3 लाइन, 3 एडजस्टमेंट के लिए 5 लाइन, 1 2 3 4 5। Then we have bill receivable and bill payable. Bill receivable 2070, bills payable 11,950. Bill receivable has an adjustment and bills payable do not have an adjustment. So directly outer column. So inner column we will write what is the amount 20,070. Here we have bills payable which do not have an adjustment 11,950. Again, let us go and do the next posting. Carriage inward and carriage outward. Carriage inward will come in the trading account. So we will write here, these do not have any adjustment. So carriage inward. The amount of carriage inward is 15,000. And we have carriage outward also. So 2 that comes in the P&L account. Both are expenses. One is related to purchase of goods and other one is related to sale of goods. 2175. Then we have opening stock 39,725. So opening stock already we have written, just amount we have to fill 39,725. Then after opening stock, what do we have? After opening stock, we have reserved for doubtful debt. This we will do while doing the debtor adjustment. Outstanding carriage inward. So this is amount you can see in the credit side. Outstanding means liability. So we'll go to the liability side. Trial balance has only one effect. Outstanding carriage inward. So I will write it in the short form. Outstanding carriage inward. It is 1200. So we write 1200. Then we have bad debts we will do while we are doing the debtor adjustment. Salaries adjustment is not there. 9795. Salaries. P&L account. 2 salaries. What is the amount? 9795. Then we have furniture which has depreciation 5,000 and shop also has depreciation. They have told to write off similar to it. So furniture and shop, let us write both of them. One adjustment is there. Here also one adjustment. Furniture which is 5,000. Adjustment. Leaving one line, we will write shop which again has an adjustment. Amount is 15,500. Now what do we have? After furniture and shop, we have 3 expenses. All will come in the trading account. And there is no adjustment. So I will copy all of them and write the amount 3240, 2690, 4200. So let me write all of them. So no adjustments. Postage and telegram 3240. Trade expense 2690 and rent rates 4200. So all the three have been written without adjustments. Then we have loan to Vishnu 6000. This is asset, loan given. So does not have an adjustment. So loan to Vishnu, how much it is? 6000. If we want, we can write the date also from 1/8/2013. This is given in the question. This is given. Prepaid insurance again will come in the asset 240. Prepaid insurance. How much is prepaid? 240. Then what is there? Then we have rent accrued but not paid, liability, outstanding expense, outstanding rent. So we will write rent accrued but not paid. How much is the amount? 900. What else do we have? We have cash in hand, 4440. So we'll write cash in hand 4440. Then let us see what else is there. Then we have current account balances. All the current account is in the debit side, 5,000, 4,000, 2,000. So current account debit balance. Current account debit side में trial balance amount is there. So current account में we'll have to normally credit balance होता तो buy balance bought down, but it is in the debit. So we will write 5,000, 4,000 and 2,000 because amounts are in the debit side. Then we have capital accounts. Capital will remain fixed. 15,000, 10,000 and 20,000 includes goodwill also, na? So we will write here capital account Ram, Kirti and Vikram. Ram's is how much? 15,000. Kirti's is 10,000. And here Vikram ka capital, what cash he has contributed 20. But from that 20, 6,000 is towards goodwill. So towards capital, it will be 14,000. Add all the three. How much we are getting? 15, 10, 25, 39,000. No proxy, we can, if there is no hard and fast rule that capital should come in the beginning only. In a partnership concern, there is no specific format for drawing the balance sheet like there is in companies. There we have to follow the format. Here, because we had done the posting, I have kept the capital here in between. So this is done. अभी भी यहाँ पे 6,000 का goodwill है. Is that effect we have to pass? For that, we will pass some journal entries. सबसे पहले, when the partner Vikram getting cash into business, इसका क्या एंट्री है? इसका एंट्री है बिजनेस में कैश इज कमिंग इनसाइड. सो कैश बैंक अकाउंट debit. How much cash? 20,000. And this cash is for what? For Vikram's capital account. And let me remove this gap which is there. Space. And 6,000 is towards goodwill. तो ये 20,000 में they have given clearly that 14,000 यहाँ पे पहले तो बोला है 6,000 he is contributing towards goodwill and remaining for capital. देखो यहाँ पे फर्स्ट लाइन Vikram brought rupees 20,000 in cash, of which 6,000 were considered as being in the payment for his share of goodwill and remainder as his capital. So 20,000 में 6,000 goodwill है and remaining is capital. This is the entry. तो हमने capital यहाँ पे लिखा 14,000 because 14,000 is for capital. Now ये goodwill का entry है. goodwill जो कैश में लेके आए हैं उसका एंट्री है. सी यहाँ पे सी हियर दिस गुडविल इज इन द क्रेडिट. ये गुडविल क्रेडिट में है. अब इसको डेबिट में लिखेंगे. गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट. दिस इज द गुडविल व्हाट इज गॉटन व्हाट कैश में विक्रम हैज गॉट. सो हाउ मच इज द अमाउंट? गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट 6,000 एंड ये गुडविल किस में डिवाइड होगा? ये जो गुडविल विक्रम गुडविल के लिए जो कैश लाया है ये किस पे डिवाइड होगा? ओल्ड पार्टनर्स में, बिकॉज वो लोग ने अपना बिजनेस का रेपुटेशन बनाया इसलिए तो सी दे आर द ओल्ड पार्टनर्स. They have people, the customers know them better because they have already established their one reputation in the business. So when new partner is coming to the business, he will 100% enjoy that reputation which the old partners have created. So he should give something extra to the old partners as their share of goodwill. तो जब विक्रम बिजनेस में आया तो वो एडिशनल पैसा भी लेके आया as goodwill. एंड ये गुडविल किसको पे करना पड़ेगा? ओल्ड पार्टनर्स को. सो कैपिटल राम्स कैपिटल अकाउंट एंड व्हाट इज द अनदर पार्टनर? कीर्ति कैपिटल अकाउंट. तो ये दोनों. लेकिन हाउ टू डिवाइड? व्हाट इज द प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशो? 3:2. तो 3/5 2/5. इसमें 6,000 को डिवाइड करो. डिवाइड 6,000 इन दिस रेशो. तो कितना होता है? 6,000 into 3 divided by 5. It is coming 3,600 and this is coming 2,400. So हम पार्टनर्स का कैपिटल अकाउंट बना रहे. हम पार्टनर्स का कैपिटल यहाँ पे ना कैपिटल नहीं लिखना पड़ेगा मुझे बिकॉज कैपिटल इज फिक्स्ड ना. नॉर्मली हम कैपिटल में ट्रांसफर करते हैं ये गुडविल के शेयर को. बट because here it is fixed capital method, जो हम कैपिटल अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर करते हैं वो हमें करंट अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर करना पड़ेगा. Why? Because it is fixed capital. All the capital is fixed. All the adjustments have to be done in the current account. So goodwill account 6,000 to Ram's current account 3,600 and Kirti's current account 2,400. So now what we will do, ये करंट अकाउंट के क्रेडिट में है, so हम क्रेडिट में जाएंगे. We will go to the current account credit. तो यहाँ पे लिखेंगे by name of the opposite account goodwill, by goodwill account, and यहाँ पे लिखेंगे कितना अमाउंट मिला, 3,600 and 2,400. We have distributed the goodwill between the पार्टनर्स. क्योंकि ये जो विक्रम है, ये जो गुडविल लेके आया वो क्यों लाया, बिकॉज ओल्ड पार्टनर्स ने उनका एक रेप्यूटेशन बनाया है मार्केट में, तो वो रेप्यूटेशन बिकमिंग द पार्टनर इन दिस बिजनेस, इवन ही विल एंजॉय that reputation created by the old partners. So something extra is given to the old partners, and that is goodwill which Vikram has got in cash, which has to be distributed among the old partners in their old ratio. Normally we divide it in the sacrifice ratio. What is sacrifice ratio? Sacrifice ratio हम तब निकालते हैं जब क्वेश्चन में न्यू प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो दिया रहेगा, तब हम निकालते हैं. बट हियर they have not given the new ratio, तो हम लोग इसलिए old ratio में ही दिखा. We will be distributing the goodwill. So here one thing what we will be doing now is new ratio is not given, so we will calculate. Now see what happens. यहाँ पे विक्रम भी आ गया है, तो पहले इनका प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो था 3:2. 3:2 was the profit sharing ratio, but now 1/5 share के लिए Vikram has become the partner, so now the share of profit sharing ratio will change. So हम क्या करेंगे, we will calculate this is second working note, sorry, this was first and this one is second. Calculate the new profit sharing ratio. तो उसके लिए the formula is, पहले we will have to find out the balance of 1. Balance of 1 निकालने के लिए हम क्या करते हैं, 1 minus the share of the new partner, share of profit of the new partner. So हमें पता है, this is to find balance of 1. मतलब अगर 1 share of profit है, अगर 100%, so उसमें how much share is given to the new partner? So यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन में दिया है, देखो 1/5 क्वेश्चन में दिया है कि 1 में से 1/5 शेयर ऑफ प्रॉफिट तो विक्रम को देंगे, तो बचा कितना ओल्ड पार्टनर्स के लिए. सपोज 1 शेयर ऑफ प्रॉफिट है, पूरा शेयर ऑफ प्रॉफिट में 1/5 तो दे रहे न्यू पार्टनर को, 1 डिवाइड बाय 5, so 1/5. So how much share is left for the old partners? Tell me. 1 minus 1/5. तो 1 into 5 minus 1. देखो क्या बोलते हैं, कितना बैलेंस रहेगा, 1/5. तो अगर 5 शेयर में से 1 शेयर ऑफ प्रॉफिट विक्रम को दिया, तो कितना शेयर राम और कीर्ति के पास बचा. सी गेटिंग दिस पॉइंट, हाउ टू सॉल्व दिस. 1 into डिनोमिनेटर का नंबर, 1 into 5 is 5 minus न्यूमरेटर का नंबर, that is -1. 1 into 5 5 minus 1 is 4, that is 4/5. इसको और सिंपली I can show that 1/5 मतलब अगर सपोज 5 शेयर ऑफ प्रॉफिट में एक शेयर अगर विक्रम को मिला, तो हाउ मच शेयर इज बैलेंस. 5 में से 1 शेयर अगर विक्रम को मिला, तो ओल्ड पार्टनर्स को कितना शेयर बचा, 4 शेयर, तो 4/5. This is balance of 1. Now how we will take the profit share? बाकी का remaining partners का profit share कैसे हम निकालते हैं? देखो, राम का profit share will be old ratio जो हम क्वेश्चन में गिवन है into balance of 1. तो ओल्ड रेशो इसका है 3:2. 3 + 2 is 5. 3/5 into 4/5. कैसा करेंगे? 3/5 is the old ratio and balance of 1 is 4/5. ये कैसे पता चला? ओल्ड रेशो चाहिए तो आई विल राइट हियर ओल्ड रेशो is equal to 3:2. तो 3 + 2 is 5. 3/5 मल्टीप्लाई करो. 3 into 4 is 12. 5 into 5 is 25. इसको कैसे करते हैं मल्टीप्लाई? 3/5 अगर लिखना होता तो आई कुड बेटर इन द बोर्ड आई वुड हैव शोन यू. न्यूमरेटर को न्यूमरेटर से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. डायरेक्ट मल्टीप्लीकेशन वी डू. जब फ्रैक्शंस को मल्टीप्लाई करना होता है तो हम डायरेक्टली मल्टीप्लाई करते. 3 is the numerator here and इधर 4/5 में numerator 4 है तो 3 into 4 is 12. 5 into 5 is 25. समझ में आया कैसे करना है? 3 into 4 is 12. 5 into 5 is 25. 12/25. सेम वे हम कीर्ति का भी करेंगे. कीर्ति का ओल्ड रेशो है 2/5. 2/5 and balance of 1 is 4/5. डायरेक्ट मल्टीप्लाई करो. 2 into 4 is 8. 5 into 5 is 25. डायरेक्ट मल्टीप्लाई. हाँ, ये न्यूमरेटर को दूसरे न्यूमरेटर से और डिनोमिनेटर को डिनोमिनेटर से. न्यूमरेटर को न्यूमरेटर से एंड डिनोमिनेटर को डिनोमिनेटर से. Then we have Vikram. Vikram का new share is 1/5 which is given in the question. 1/5 this is given in the question. So अभी हम लोग क्या करेंगे? अभी हम लोग what we will be doing is हमें तीनों का शेयर यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है. क्या मिला? राम का क्या मिला? कीर्ति का क्या मिला? एंड विक्रम का क्या मिला? राम का वी हैव गॉट 12/25. कीर्ति का 8/25 एंड विक्रम का 1/5. नाउ टेल मी डिनोमिनेटर में. हाँ, न्यूमरेटर ऊपर का नंबर होता है, डिनोमिनेटर नीचे का नंबर होता है. डिनोमिनेटर में विच इज द बिगेस्ट नंबर? डिनोमिनेटर में बिगेस्ट नंबर क्या? इधर 25 है, इधर 25, इधर 5 है. सो बिगेस्ट नंबर इज 25. सो तीनों को डिनोमिनेटर के बिगेस्ट नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करो. डिनोमिनेटर के बिगेस्ट नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करो. सो 25 न्यूमरेटर में भी आ गया, डिनोमिनेटर में भी आ गया. तो 25 कैंसल होगा तो इधर 12 बचेगा. इधर भी 25 1s कैंसल हो जाएगा. ये तुम कैल्सी में भी करोगे तो यू विल गेट दिस आंसर. 25 into 12/25 करो, यू विल गेट आंसर 12. इन योर कैल्सी ऑल्सो यू विल गेट 25 into 8/25. अपने कैल्सी में करोगे यू विल गेट 8. एंड यहाँ पे 5 1s are 5 and 5 5s are 25. तो यहाँ पे हमें आंसर 5 मिलेगा. व्हेन यू विल मल्टीप्लाई 25 into 1/5 आपको 5 मिलेगा. तो दिस इज द न्यू प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशो. तो न्यू प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशो क्या है? ये जो हमें आंसर मिला ना, that is the new profit sharing ratio. 12:8:25 is the new profit sharing ratio. Now can we go to the adjustment? अभी तक हमने adjustment ही नहीं किया. Let us come to the adjustment now. Stock at the end. This is closing stock. So buy closing stock. Stock at the end is closing stock. So how much it is? 20,000. एक और इफेक्ट आता है क्लोजिंग स्टॉक का, कहाँ पे आता है? इन द बैलेंस शीट. क्लोजिंग स्टॉक. हाउ मच इज क्लोजिंग स्टॉक? Closing stock is 20,000. Have we done all the posting? Just check. हमने सारा पोस्टिंग किया है क्या? कंप्यूटर प्रोफेशनल चार्जेस लिखना अभी भी बाकी है ना? We have not done full posting. So पहले पूरा पोस्टिंग करते. कंप्यूटर 30,000. So we will write computer. Adjustment is there. So we will write 30,000. Then we have professional charges 4450. This is expense. तो यहाँ पे लिखेंगे to professional charges. Professional charges 4450. Then we have loan from ICICI Bank 34,450. So that is a liability. Loan from ICICI Bank is a liability. कैसे पता चला? लोन लिया ICICI बैंक, सीधा अमाउंट, इट इज इन द क्रेडिट साइड. क्रेडिट साइड में लाइबिलिटी या इनकम होता है, लोन लेना इनकम तो नहीं हो सकता. सो यहाँ पे वी विल राइट, इधर हम लोग लिख लेते हैं loan from ICICI Bank. How much is the amount of the loan? 34,450. This is done. Posting is done. Now we will go to the next adjustment. So adjustments में आ गए हम. Depreciation on computer and furniture is to be charged at 10% per annum. 10% निकालना है depreciation दोनों में. So where is furniture? Less depreciation. 10% कितना होगा depreciation? 500. So outer column, how much you will get? 4,500. Same way, how much depreciation computer पे भी 10% निकालो. Less depreciation. How much it will come? How much? 10% मतलब कितना? 10% means 3,000. So outer column में we will get 27,000. So depreciation का दूसरा effect let us give. To depreciation computer furniture, how much it is? 3,500. We are getting 3,500. Then next adjustment, shop 1/5 of the shop are to be written off. Okay, return off करना मतलब cancel करना. So shop में less 1/5 return off. Divide by 5 करो. 15,500 divide by 5. How much it is coming? 3,100 आ रहे. 3,100. Is it coming? 15,500 divide by 5. How outer column में how much we will get? 12,400. Means shop को हम 1/5 कैंसल कर रहे. तो इधर एक और एंट्री आएगा टू शॉप रिटर्न ऑफ 3,100. Then what is there? Then goods destroyed by fire. By goods destroyed by fire. How much goods are destroyed by fire? 800. एंड यहाँ पे कितना इंश्योरेंस क्लेम मिला? क्वेश्चन में दिया है क्लेम रिसीवेबल इज 600. So we will write here Insurance claim receivable, claim receivable, claim receivable is 600. So how much is the actual loss? Loss by fire is 800 में से 600 मिला. So 200 is the loss by fire. This is also done. Now bill receivable में कितना dishonor हुआ? 1100. So what we will do here? Less dishonored. Dishonor से बिल का लाइफ सिर्फ ड्यू डेट तक ही रहता है. तो ड्यू डेट में 1100 पैसा नहीं मिला. So वो लेस हो गया, नहीं मिला तो. So how much will come in the outer column? How much will come in the outer column? 18,970. Same way, अगर डिसऑनर हो गया तो फिर से इट विल बी एडेड टू डेटर. हम वो पैसा भूल नहीं जाएंगे. तो इट विल कम हियर 1100. सो कितना हो जाएगा हमारा ये डेटर? 41,300. इसके बाद एक और एडजस्टमेंट रहेगा यहाँ पे कि सी हियर ये हो गया. इसके बाद डेटर में 300 is for goods supplied to कीर्ति. As I explained you already, कीर्ति is the partner. तो उसको जो गुड्स सप्लाई करेंगे वो यहाँ पे तो नहीं आना चाहिए. तो वो ड्रॉइंग्स है, तो यहाँ से लेस करेंगे 300. तो दिस विल बिकम 41,000. और यहाँ पे इसका दूसरा इफेक्ट इधर आएगा. ड्रॉइंग कम्स इन द डेबिट साइड. ड्रॉइंग कम्स इन द डेबिट साइड. किसका ड्रॉइंग है ये? कीर्ति का ड्रॉइंग है 300. सो इसके बाद इसका भी दोनों इफेक्ट दे दिया. इसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे? लेस देयर इज बैड डेट्स ऑफ 1,000. अ पार्टनर, कस्टमर हैज बिकम इंसॉल्वेंट. सो वो माइनस करेंगे 1,000. इसके बाद हमारे पास बचेगा 40,000, जिसमें से क्वेश्चन में बोला है 5% आरडीडी निकालना है. लेस आरडीडी एट 5%. सो आरडीडी एट 5% बिकम्स 2,000. सो आउटर कॉलम में कितना आ जाएगा? 38,000. आउटर कॉलम में आ जाएगा 38,000. So this is done. Now let us give the debtors adjustment. Debtors का adjustment में यहाँ पे bad debts भी है, तो bad debts लिखेंगे. फिर इसमें से add करेंगे जो हमारे पास अमाउंट में न्यू bad debts है, एंड लेस और एक ऐड करेंगे आरडीडी जो हमारे पास है, न्यू आरडीडी. और इसमें से लेस करेंगे ओल्ड आरडीडी जो क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है, ओल्ड रिजर्व फॉर बैड डेट्स. तो लेट अस सी द अमाउंट. बैड डेट्स कितना दिया है? 400. एंड रिजर्व फॉर बैड डेट्स इज 5,200. So let us see here. Bad debts is 400. New bad debts is 1,000. And new bad debts is 1,000. Sorry, new bad debts कितना है? 1,000 है. New RDD कितना है? 2,000 है. तीनों को ऐड करते हैं तो it becomes 3,400. और ओल्ड बैड डेट जो हमने ऑलरेडी लास्ट ईयर में प्रोविजन रखा है, दैट इज 5,200. सो हाउ मच इट कम्स टू? कितना बाहर आ रहा है? कितना अमाउंट इज कमिंग आउटसाइड? इट इज कमिंग 1,800, बट इट इज अ नेगेटिव फिगर, इट इज अ नेगेटिव फिगर बिकॉज हमें जो लॉस हुआ है 3,400 का, उससे ज्यादा तो हमने पिछले साल प्रोविजन करके रखा है बैड डेट्स के लिए। तो इसको अगर हम क्रेडिट साइड में लिखेंगे तो हमें ब्रैकेट में दिखाने का जरूरत नहीं है, बट आई एम शोइंग इट इन द डेबिट साइड ओनली, देयरफॉर इट इज 1,800 इन द ब्रैकेट। इसके बाद see all the entries are done, now only we have to do is balancing. So सबसे पहले देखो how much is it is coming in the credit side total, पहले gross profit निकालेंगे। gross profit is coming 2,78,200, तो यहाँ पे जो आता है it will be called as 2 gross profit। It is coming to be as 55,975. So this will come here by gross profit brought down 55,975. 55,975, 55,975। सो यहाँ पे जो मिलेगा 2 नेट प्रॉफिट कैरीड डाउन। तो ये किसको मिलेगा? तीनों को, राम, कीर्ति एंड विक्रम। सो कैसे डिवाइड करेंगे? वी नो द प्रॉफिट, पहले प्रॉफिट निकालते कितना होगा माइनस करके, हाउ मच इट इज कमिंग 24,425 which has to be divided among 24,425 into what is the new profit sharing ratio? It is 12:8:5. तो 12 plus 8 plus 5 is 25. So 12 upon 25, 24,425 into 8 upon 25 and 24,425 into 5 upon 25. So ऐसे डिवाइड करेंगे तो what answers we are getting? 11,724 राम का, 7,816 कीर्ति का and 4,885 is for विक्रम। So we will do here, इसका ऑपोजिट इफेक्ट करंट अकाउंट में देंगे बाय नेट प्रॉफिट 11,724 7,816 4,885। सो इसको क्लोज करेंगे तो हाउ मच वी विल गेट? 15,324, 10,216 and 4,885. So this will be 2 balance carried down, तो माइनस करेंगे we will get the balance 10,324, 5,916 and here we will get 2,885, जो कि हम लोग किधर लिखेंगे? बैलेंस शीट में we will write it as current account. Current account, राम, कीर्ति एंड विक्रम। कितना मिला? 10,324, 5,916, 2,885। सो इसका टोटल है इसका टोटल है 19,125. With this, finally balance sheet has to be tallied, and the balance sheet total is coming to, when we add all this, balance sheet total is coming to 1,32,150. Here also 1,32,150, and with this the sum is done. The balance sheet total will tally with 132,150 and the sum is done. Thank you very much.